The late shift. It was past 11 at night. The office was silent, except for the faint hum of the AC and the buzzing of fluorescent lights. Ria sat at her desk, eyes fixed on the screen, typing furiously to finish a report. She rubbed her temples, sighed, and leaned back. That's when she heard it. Tap, tap, tap. Not her typing. This was slower, uneven, like someone pressing a key every few seconds. Her hands froze above the keyboard. She glanced around. Row after row of cubicles. Empty, dark. Probably the AC clicking, she whispered to herself. But her heartbeat disagreed. She tried ignoring it, went back to work. And then. Creak. The sound of a chair slowly turning. Ria's breath caught in her throat. She leaned slightly, peering past her cubicle wall. Nothing. Just shadows. Relax. You're imagining things. Trying to distract herself, she walked to the pantry for coffee. The click of the switch filled the small room with light. And she froze. The mug she had left in the sink earlier was now sitting neatly on the counter, handle turned towards her. Her hands trembled. She hadn't touched it. She backed away quickly, nearly spilling the coffee powder, and hurried back to her seat. That's when the printer started. Whir, click, shush. The noise sliced through the silence. Ria frowned. It was at the far end of the floor. She wasn't close enough to see what was happening. But Aman was. He had been working quietly in another corner, headphones off now, staring at the printer with wide eyes. Page after page slid out. When he picked one up, his stomach dropped. Every page carried the same words. I am watching. He stumbled backward, chair screeching, papers spilling. From her seat, Ria only heard the strange mechanical whir and a sudden crash. Her pulse spiked. She whispered shakily, "Who's there?" No answer. She stood slowly, her footsteps echoing in the empty floor. The corridor lights flickered once, then steadied. As she crept past the conference room, a shadow darted across the frosted glass. She gasped, nearly dropping her phone. Inside, Aman pressed himself against the wall, equally terrified. He had seen Ria's silhouette passing by and thought, it was someone else. Ria rushed back, sat down, trying to calm herself. Her screen suddenly went black. The monitor flickered, then displayed a line she hadn't typed. Hello. She shoved her chair back with a loud scrape, hands trembling. And then, footsteps. Slow, heavy. She turned. A tall figure stood at the far end of the corridor. Her heart nearly stopped. The figure froze too. Ria. The voice cracked in fear. She gasped. Aman. Both of them stared, pale, breathing heavily. I thought I was alone. She stammered. I thought you were a ghost. Aman replied, holding up the printed sheet with shaking hands. Look at this. Ria blinked at the paper, then at him. Her voice was barely a whisper. You printed this. He shook his head furiously. No, I thought you did. They both stood silent for a moment. Then Aman remembered. He had run a test print earlier in the day, messing with fonts. The job had been stuck in the queue all along. As for the mug, the cleaning staff must have placed it neatly before leaving. And that shadow. It was just them, moving in panic, mistaking each other. Ria stared at him. Aman stared back. And then both burst into laughter. Loud, nervous, uncontrollable. Their fear melted into relief. The empty office still felt eerie, but now it echoed with their laughter instead of silence. That night, they didn't finish their work. But they learned something far more important. Sometimes, the scariest ghost is your own imagination.